Hi, everyone. I'm Julianna Forlano here for the Political Voices Network. Rupert Murdoch wants the public to believe that he is just a silent steward over the Fox News empire. Joy Reid took him to task.
Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, and Sean Hannity are not rogue operatives. They are the marquee names for the Fox primetime lineup. They are the key cash cows for the network, bringing in a total of 8 million viewers a night. Their popularity helps sustain the bottom line of their parent corporation, and their popularity is a key factor in why they will never be punished for lying to the Fox audience, ever. You see, Rupert Murdoch, chairman of the Fox Corporation.
If you ask me, sorry to pause it there, but if you ask me, maybe those particular pundits could or should be, is that something we should be looking for those particular pundits to be punished for knowingly lying? Or is there a systemic atmosphere of mistruths and misdirection at Fox? And therefore, can we hold accountable? I don't necessarily like the word punish, but can we hold accountable the entire network? That's what I would suggest. Let's consult our law books on that. Anyway, go ahead, Joy.
Benefits from them and their pro-MAGA agenda, even if it's riddled with lies. Murdoch owns roughly 40% of the company, which is worth more than $3 billion. During his 2-day deposition, we learned that.
Wait, so Joy Reid is making the point that he is very, very wealthy, and therefore the pro-MAGA agenda, which supports the wealthy, basically tax cuts for the rich, deregulation, all the good stuff that undermines the very people who watch and support the network. Point's been made. That's the point that Joy is making here. But the point that I think needs to be made is not only is Rupert Murdoch benefiting from the pro-MAGA agenda that is being spouted? He is at the top. And whether he is handing out what needs to be talked about, whether he is agenda setting for the entire network, or the people below him are agenda setting for the entire network, somebody is. And I can tell you because I speak from experience. That's right. I used to sit in for the one liberal over at Fox News. That's right. Alan Colmes, may God rest his soul. Do you remember him? He used to be the Colmes part of Hannity and Colmes when the tagline for Fox News was fair and balanced. He was supposed to balance both Hannity and every other piece of that network with his liberal ideas, which were fabulous. And I do miss him, and he was fabulous. But basically, when I went in to cover for him, which was, a number of times, a handful of times, they always told me what I wasn't allowed to talk about, what news stories were kind of trending and where I should go, but basically, specifically, what I absolutely was not allowed to talk about. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you a clip now of the 2014 documentary by Brave New Films called Outfoxed that I used to show in my intro to media courses. And we knew about this, that they've been setting the agenda from the top for years. Take a look.
I suspect your research has discovered the memoranda that were written by John Moody and by Roger in terms of setting the tone for the day. The message of the day is a very political device.
Let's spend a good deal of time on the battle over judicial nominations, which the president will address this morning. Nominees who both sides admit are qualified are being held up because of their possible, not demonstrated, views on one issue, abortion. This should be a trademark issue for FNC today and in the days to come.
There was nothing covert about the way the managing editors in New York or Washington operated. They made it perfectly clear what they expected from us.
The so-called nine.
So basically, they expected them not to be journalists, not to investigate things and cover them as they see them, as they found them. They expected them to cover them, with the party line. We know this, but I think it's important to take a look at the fact that this has been happening for such a long time. And, perhaps this Dominion lawsuit can bring some justice to the enormous amount of damage that this network has done to our culture, to our democracy, to our uncles. I'm Julianna Forlano. You are watching the Political Voices Network. Leave your comments below. I look forward to reading them. See you next time.